How's it going, everyone? This is Kevin. Today I wanted to bring you along with me because I wanted to talk about golden hour, some key points about what I like, what I don't like. So we're just going to jump right into it. So we are out here by my house area. There's like a little kind of dam thing that we're gonna go explore today because I drive by it and I never go there. So I wanted to bring you along here and check out some nice scenery. So tasty B-roll coming your way. So as you see, it's a very lovely area that I usually see a lot of people just hanging out and about, especially during sunset. So I wanted to come out today, take some photos, and just enjoy the day and talk a lot about, well, golden hour. So the reason why people love that golden hour, to my understanding, because of the people that I've asked, they just love the vibrant colors and just how cinematic it kind of looks. That's one of the main reasons people like to use golden hour. So it's a great time because like the shadows aren't as harsh as you would have during midday, obviously. So I can understand that. One of the things that I really like about golden hour is just mainly the cinematic vibes it can give, especially if you get a good sunset in your location. Here in Texas, we sometimes get really nice sunsets, sometimes we don't, but when we do, they're actually very nice. So one thing that I don't like personally about golden hour is how orange everything can get, especially because here we get really orangey kind of sunsets. So it's not bad all the time, it just depends on the setting you're trying to go with. So for me personally, I sometimes don't like to do really much sunset itself when the sun is very kind of vibrant still when it's setting, but kind of get areas where the sun is just not really too much there, just because the colors are a little bit more just softer lighting and everything. So that's my personal preference. So I know that a lot of people love that golden hour. They like rush for it and then try to get those nice tasty photos with it, because I know Visco thing was a thing. I know a lot of kids and teenagers use it. So it's not a bad thing. I mean, do what you love, and if you love it, by all means, go for it. For me personally, it's a love-hate relationship. Sometimes I really love it, sometimes I don't. I know sunsets for me can be a little bit better, just mainly because the light to me seems a lot just not harsh, if you will. Like still in sunset is a little bit harsh even though the sun's going away, but in the sunrise, if it makes sense how I'll explain it, is the sun's barely coming out, so it hasn't been out for the whole day, if that makes sense. So to me it just seems a little bit less harsh and just makes sense to kind of have that sunrise vibe. Another thing that I love sunrises for though is because you also get less people. At sunset with that golden hour, everybody can kind of come out and do whatever they're doing and just go take photos. So sometimes if you're in a popular location, it gets overcrowded, which I don't like to be around people too much. I am very personable, but I also like to have my me time when it comes to creating. So I like to do it by myself or have my wife with me. So that's one of the reasons why the golden hour, if you will, at like sunrise is better for me. One cool thing that I like about sunset kind of photos and stuff like that is the silhouettes you can make from somebody behind. So you can kind of have a little bit of focus of the scenery, but also just like the shadows that it portrays. So we're going to take a couple of those photos and just show you some examples. Right now it's not as sunset as I would like, but it's good enough to just start taking some photos because we got here a little bit earlier than usual because, like I said, too many people show up at this area and I just prefer not dealing with them. So here we go. Alright, so we're going to use the light from the sun kind of going more directly on our face just to see how it turns out, if it's a little bit too orange or not, since it's not too much of golden hour just yet, but it's golden hour enough right now. Here, like I said, sunsets can kind of suck. Sometimes they're really nice, but we'll be waiting throughout a little bit to get more sunset vibes. But here we go. So one thing that I really like about kind of like that golden hour time and everything is just how cinematic and movie it makes it feel. So it's almost like you're in like a film and like just more dreamy. So one thing that I've noticed when I look on social media is like the cool places with like either great scenery or just buildings with how the light bounces off the buildings and the shadows that it casts on it. I think it's really cool to me for the golden hour times and like for silhouettes with it. So that's something that I know I want to do more whenever I get to travel more, because I think that's really cool. So definitely has its pros and obviously its cons when it comes down to golden hour, but obviously there's more pros and cons with it, because as long as you're shooting, that's all that matters. Alright, now that it's sunset, we're going to take some nice little sunset photos because it's very nice. So hope you like these, and we're going to talk about what I like about them and what else, like kind of options you can do when there's a lot of sunset and when it's too vibrant for the colors. So here we go. So that's sunset for you guys. We're just waiting it out just to kind of go away, but it's kind of cool. I mean, it was a lot better sunset than I expected today, so it's been nice to wait it out from the start to now. The photos turned out pretty cool in my opinion. I really liked them today. So golden hour was pretty good for once, but like I said, it has its pros and cons. Mosquitoes attacking. But like I said, it's just vibrant colors. So if you're into that and you want really vibrant colors, golden hour is great. So to me, it just depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm really into it, sometimes I'm not. So is it the best time to go take photos? Possibly. It's all about kind of the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if you're really into that, that's all for you. To me, I like to do sunrise and sunsets. It just depends on my mood. Whatever the photo that I'm trying to take is what I go ahead and do. But don't limit yourself to only doing golden hour, because I think that you should just go shoot no matter what time of day and figure out how to make it work for yourself and just get creative with it, because it helps you expand your knowledge that way. Something that I like to do, because no matter what, sometimes during the day when I'm trying to make a video, it's harsh lighting, but I just still go out and make it. So just kind of go ahead and create. That's the main thing that I want you to take away from this. With all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Hopefully you like it, so make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.